In the noisy streets of Accra, where ring lights glow brighter than conscience and filters bleach even poverty, there lived a young woman named Felicia Konadu, known to the internet as at Glam by Lissa. If you scrolled through her Instagram page, you'd think she was living the kind of life that only existed in music videos, champagne breakfasts, beach photo shoots, foreign perfumes, and designer heels that sparkled brighter than truth itself. But if you followed her home, not on Instagram, but in real life, you would find her tiptoeing into a small single room in Adenta, dodging her landlady like a rat avoiding a broom. Felicia wasn't rich, she wasn't even managing, she was simply packaged. Every morning, Felicia woke up before dawn to prepare her illusions. Her routine was spiritual. She would dust her only wig, a human hair blend that had survived more straightening than a politician's promise, then iron her clothes, whether clean or not. Her makeup box was a museum of borrowed products, foundation from Amma, lipstick from Thelma, and lashes that once belonged to her ex-roommate who still didn't know they were missing. Her room was a mix of perfumes and lies, Gucci bottles filled with body spray, shopping bags from brands she never bought, and a Dubai souvenir mug she found at Cantamanto. By 9 a.m., she would dress, stand by the fancy hotel down the road, and snap a few pictures. The captions flowed like poetry. Monday motivation, secure the bag, not the boy. The comments came in fast. Soft life queen, teach us your ways, sis. God really did it for you. Felicia smiled proudly at her screen that if only they knew that her God did it was actually her tripod and a well-timed lie. Felicia had mastered the art of invisible theft. She never rushed. Never panicked. To her, stealing was a gentle performance, like blending eyeshadow. When she visited boutiques, she acted like she owned half of Ghana. Please, I don't want those cheap ones, she'd say, her accent suddenly British. Show me your luxury pieces. The attendants, impressed by her fake confidence, would relax. And that was when Felicia's fingers went to work. A bracelet slipped into her purse here. A lipstick disappeared there. Sometimes even a dress found its way into her PR package. She once told a shop owner, "Oh, my driver already paid last week." The owner smiled. She didn't have a driver, not even a bicycle. At restaurants, she'd order the most expensive meal, take pictures with her phone, tag the location, and then excuse herself to the restroom. But instead of returning, she would vanish, leaving behind half-eaten pasta and unpaid bills. In her mind, she wasn't stealing. She was simply borrowing from the system that refused to see her glow. At night, Felicia transformed into the motivational speaker of her own deceit. She'd go live on Instagram, preaching about self-worth and independent women, saying things like, "Never depend on a man for money. Be your own bag." Meanwhile, she owed her phone repair guy 200 Ghanaian cedis and had borrowed 50 Ghanaian cedis from her neighbor for data. Her followers adored her. Brands started to notice. She was invited to small influencer events, places filled with other soft life queens who also owed people money. It was at one of these events that Felicia met Tina, a fashion designer with a genuine heart and zero filters. Tina liked Felicia instantly. "You're so real," she said. Felicia almost choked. Real? She hadn't been real since Jatus. But she smiled and nodded anyway. Fake it till you make it. Tina introduced Felicia to her aunt, Auntie Mansa, the owner of a famous luxury boutique, House of Damsels. "Maybe you two can collaborate," Tina said innocently. "Auntie, she's a big influencer. Her videos get thousands of views." Auntie Mansa looked at Felicia carefully. She'd seen plenty of influencers who couldn't influence their own rent payments. But she stayed quiet and polite. The next week, Felicia walked into the boutique dressed to impress, red dress, gold wig, and sunglasses that could hide even shame. She walked around like she was inspecting her mansion. "This bracelet would look so nice for my Dubai trip," she said, holding a diamond one up. "Ah, you're traveling. the shop girl asked. Yes, next week, she lied smoothly. While the attendant turned to check another customer, Felicia slid the bracelet into her bag, quick as a blink. But Auntie Mansa had hidden cameras everywhere. She'd lost too many customers before to trust anyone with long nails and longer stories. Felicia smiled, waved goodbye, and strutted out, unaware her video had already been recorded from 3 different angles. That evening, as Felicia edited her new shopping vlog, 2 police officers arrived at her door. "Madam Felicia Conadu." "Yes," she said, blinking. "You're under arrest for theft at House of Damsels." "Me? Theft?" she gasped dramatically. "Do I look like a thief?" They didn't answer. They simply played the footage. There she was, smiling, glancing around, slipping the bracelet into her purse like a magician. Her knees went weak, her wig fell. Her lies finally ran out of battery. By morning, the video was everywhere. Instagram slay queen caught stealing diamond bracelet. Her followers didn't believe it at first. They defended her. "It's fake news." They are jealous of her success. Until Auntie Mansa released the full clip, then, the same followers wrote, "We always knew she was fake. See how she embarrassed women." Even her Dubai location posts were traced. They turned out to be pictures taken in front of a hotel billboard at Osu. Brands dropped her, her friends stopped replying, even her fake accent retired itself. At the police station, when the officer asked for her occupation, she mumbled, "Content creator." The room burst into laughter. Back in Adenta, the neighbors gathered outside Felicia's compound like villagers around a fire of gossip. Mama Ifua, her landlady, folded her arms and said, "I said it. Every time she passed my window smelling like Dubai and owing rent, I knew something was not clean." Another neighbor added, "So that's why she was always taking pictures in front of other people's cars. Hem packaging is a disease." Mama Ifua shook her head and sighed deeply. "These girls, eh? They borrow wigs and call it destiny. They lie until their own mirrors start laughing. Even a borrowed crown cannot hide a crooked head." Everyone laughed, the kind of laughter that heals and warns at the same time. After 6 months in prison, Felicia came out thinner, quieter, and unrecognizable. She deleted her old Instagram page and created a new one at @therealLisa_official. Her first post was a picture of her reading a Bible with the caption, "Grace found me. I was lost in fake life, but now I'm real." Some people laughed. Some pitied her. Others still didn't care. But for once, Felicia wasn't lying. She started working honestly, doing makeup for weddings, managing her small business, and paying her rent with real money. Yet every now and then, when she scrolled through Instagram and saw other girls living soft, she would feel that familiar itch, the temptation to fake it again. But then she'd remember the cold floor of the police cell, the sound of laughter when her wig fell off, and Mama Ifua's words echoing like a proverb. "Even a borrowed crown cannot hide a crooked head." And she would smile, this time, without filters. The world might clap for your lies today, but truth always takes the microphone in the end. Felicia's story became a warning, whispered by mothers, joked about in salons, and retold on WhatsApp groups, about how chasing fake life can make you lose your real one.